Witajcie przy kolejnym odcinku Dziedzictwo Hogwartu.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Mam
Thank
taką
you,
naczelację
Omid. I
pisarcie.
couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Idziemy dalej, no nie? Porozmawiać nad tym.
They're building
Żelatem.
enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead, she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
Chyba nie.
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Okej. Czyli muszę poczekać na ciopę. Idźcie, picie. Tam co czekacie? Mapa od... Tu. Mapa trwa. Jest. Okej. Procek po i polecimy na Motrę. Co by na to? Poczekamy. Jest.
I thought my owl might pique your interest. I came as soon as I could. I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it. That's incredible. You know this area well. And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists. Do you think there's a connection to the triptych? I've no idea. But perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this? We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention. Very well. And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again. After you.
Okej. Idziemy dalej.
There they are up ahead. I'll let you lead.
Next time I see gentlemen, I'll give them what they deserve.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
I didn't touch your helm, but thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Know who my friends are now, don't I?
This is going well. We make a good team.
Tematem.
We do at that. Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet. You know which one I'd choose?
Mamy. Nikt nie będzie bezliczny. O to chodzi.
For better or for worse, we're in.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Potato!
I won't rest till
Flipendo! This mine looks like a tomb. It was closed after accidents were reported.
Roczyn. Ups. Do góry.
I don't see any goblins in these webs. Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on. Flipendo! Expelliarmus!
get a casket.
I'm afraid of heights!
Expelliarmus!
I will make you pray.
Flipendo! Potato! Stupefy!
Pa.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Flipendo! How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here? Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Wyspana skończę szybciej.
Expelliarmus! Defender!
Okej.
Incendio.
Kolekcja.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Piekarą owoca. I o to chodziło mi.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Mamy tutaj. Utrzymy się na tu. Ała!
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Ale palo. Tu prędzej.
Incendio. Defender.
That bridge has seen better days.
A od drugiej strony, okej?
Incendio.
Incento.
Reparo.
I moc naprawiony.
Wingardium Leviosa. Depulse. Incendio. Leviosa. Defender.
Ile? Utą.
Crucio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Imperial.
Edycji Pikenopi. What popoczło?
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
Tutaj.
She would at that. Ranrock's
Ah.
loyalists all but declared war.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Jest skrzynka.
Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Incendio.
Lumoc.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Pomparta. Na tu idziemy.
Incendio. Bombarda.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Such arrogance!
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Aki. Protego. Sendo.
You must get away with that.
Accio. Flipendo. Accio. Serio. Incendio.
This thing!
Depulso. Incendio. Protego. Glacier.
What are you doing?
What is that?
Put me on the ground now!
Accio. Flipendo.
Put me down!
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Kin.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Flipendo. Protego. Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Accio. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Stupid one. Protego. Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Accio. Incendio. Repair. Accio. Levioso. Imperial. Defender. Bombarda. Incendio. Depulso. Glacius. Incendio. Depulso. Bombarda.
Dobra.
Defender. Expelliarmus. Flipendo.
Yeah.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap.
For a Slytherin, you Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Chris.
Rebellion.
We can have a look around in peace.
Tutaj coś jest.
Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Tu jest.
Revelio.
A.
Incendio. Bombarda.
We should clear out these spiderwebs. Always seem to be a rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Revelio. Bombarda.
A tam.
Revelio.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Incendio.
Expelliarmus!
A, to.
Bombarder!
I tutaj.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio. Another passageway. We should search the room first.
Bombarder!
A, nie mogę.
Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels... What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it.
Revelio!
For the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Oczymy to krypty.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I hope Professor Fit...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Okej, już idziemy do komnaty map. Oka, no co tam mają dla nas?
Revelio.
Zapomniałem, czy mam... Procek, okryty.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Uda mi się odstane rzeczy odkryć. Minutkę. Tu. Tu.
I don't feel well. Why don't you go and see Nurse Blaney?
Mamy poboczne czatane tutaj. Poboczne czatane mamy, które chętnie wykonam.
I thought I could count on my friend.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history.
Okay.
Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret? I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour. But mum's the word.
Okay.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room.
Okay.
You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Oh.
Look, ktoś jest.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium. Never again.
Nie wiem, co to ikonka oznacza.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well.
A, to kiedyś na live robiłem.
You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Mam iść do profesora Pika.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Tu. Nie tutaj? Tu.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the ministry for years.
What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Usprawmy oznaczał ten tymek.
Sometimes you can find some quite
poczekaj.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Wow, mamy moc tam. Profesor Pick poczeka. Już mamy pół godziny, czyli ciemko lecę okątane i zapraszam was na kolejne odcinki i moje pa.